Football is more than a sport. It is a theatre of unpredictability, a stage where logic and chaos share equal billing, and where the most carefully constructed plans can unravel in the space of 90 minutes. Yet within that unpredictability lies patterns, tendencies, and data that tell a story before a single boot has touched the pitch. This weekend's slate of fixtures is not just a collection of games. It is a series of battles that carry implications for the top of the table, the bottom of the table, and every ambition that lives in between. From the fortress of Anfield to the tension of a promotion-chasing clash, these matches demand attention, analysis, and above all, respect for the complexity of the game. What you are about to read is not guesswork. Every prediction laid out in this script is built on form, tactical tendencies, historical patterns, and a deep understanding of how these teams set up, where they are vulnerable, and where they are capable of being devastating. The correct scores, the goal lines, the card markets, the corners, and the shots on target, each one has a reason behind it, and that reason will be explained clearly and with conviction. 4 matches, multiple markets, 1 goal to give you the sharpest, most well-reasoned breakdown of what to expect when the whistle blows. Whether you follow football for the love of the game or for the thrill of backing your analysis with confidence, this is the script you need before match day arrives. Settle in. The breakdown starts now. Match 1, Liverpool vs Tottenham. Anfield is one of the most intimidating venues in world football, and when Liverpool host Tottenham, there is always a sense that something electric is about to unfold. These two sides have developed one of the more compelling rivalries in the Premier League over recent seasons, and this particular fixture carries weight not just in terms of points, but in terms of momentum, confidence, and identity. Liverpool come into this game as a side that operates with relentless purpose from the first whistle to the last. Their home record has been nothing short of remarkable, and they have demonstrated the kind of high-pressing, fast-transitioning football that makes them extremely difficult to contain over 90 minutes. Tottenham, on the other hand, are a team capable of producing brilliant moments in attack but equally prone to defensive disorganization at the most critical times. Against a side as well-drilled and aggressive as Liverpool, those defensive lapses tend to be punished without hesitation. Correct score, 3-1, Liverpool win. This prediction is rooted in the pattern of how these two teams perform against each other and how each of them sets up. Liverpool's attacking structure creates problems across multiple channels, and their ability to press high and win the ball in dangerous areas means they rarely need to wait long for opportunities. 3 goals reflects their dominance and clinical nature in front of goal. The 1 goal conceded is not a sign of weakness, it is simply an acknowledgement that Tottenham carry real quality going forward and will find at least one moment to remind everyone that they are not here to simply make up the numbers. This scoreline tells the story of a controlled, dominant home victory, with Tottenham grabbing a consolation that flatters the scoreline slightly, over 2.5 goals. With Liverpool's high-tempo style and Tottenham's tendency to engage rather than sit back and absorb, this match has the structure of a game that will produce goals from both directions. Liverpool will push for multiple goals because that is the nature of their football, and Tottenham's attacking instincts mean they will not abandon their offensive approach even when chasing the game. 3 or more goals in this fixture is not just likely, it is almost a natural consequence of how both teams are built. Yellow cards over 3.5. Liverpool's press is intense and physical, and teams that come to Anfield and try to compete at high intensity inevitably find themselves accumulating fouls. Tottenham will need to be aggressive in midfield to disrupt Liverpool's rhythm, and that aggression comes with a cost. The referee will be busy in this one. Both teams have players who commit to challenges hard, and the combination of a high-stakes atmosphere and a physically demanding game makes 4 or more yellow cards a very realistic outcome. Corners over 7.5. Liverpool's attacking play is built around wide areas and crossing positions, which naturally generates a high volume of corners. Their wingers consistently drive to the byline and force the ball out for corners, and Tottenham's defensive shape, while organised, tends to concede set-piece opportunities regularly. 8 or more corners in this game is entirely consistent with how Liverpool operate at home and how Tottenham defend against sustained attacking pressure. Shots on target over 6.5. This is straightforward when you consider the quality and ambition of both attacks. Liverpool will create chances consistently throughout the game, and their forwards are disciplined enough to test the goalkeeper rather than fire attempts into the stands. Tottenham's attack, despite their defensive struggles, also produces shots on target with regularity. 7 or more shots on target across 90 minutes in this fixture is a conservative expectation. Match 2, Manchester United vs Aston Villa. Old Trafford has seen better days in terms of consistency, but Manchester United at home remain a side with enough quality and motivation to produce results against strong opponents. Aston Villa arrive as one of the more complete squads in the Premier League, a team with attacking depth, tactical flexibility, and a manager who has instilled a clear identity into his side. This is a fixture between two ambitious clubs who both need points for very different reasons, and that need creates the conditions for an open, competitive game. Correct score 2-1, Manchester United win. United have shown at home that they can find a way to win close games when the atmosphere demands it. A 2-1 scoreline reflects a game where United take control but are made to work for every moment of that control. Villa are too good to be shut out entirely. Their attacking quality will find at least one opening, but United's home advantage and their ability to grind out results when pressed makes them the team most likely to take all 3 points. This is a hard-fought, narrow victory rather than a comfortable stroll. Both teams to score, yes. This is one of the most straightforward predictions on the card. Neither side is built to sit deep and defend for 90 minutes. United need to score to win, and Villa need to score to stay in the game. Both managers will set up with attacking intent, and the quality in both forward lines makes it almost inconceivable that one side walks away without finding the net. Both teams to score is not just a prediction here, it is practically a guarantee given the way these two sides are constructed. Over 1.5 goals. Given the prediction of both teams scoring and the scoreline of 2-1, this market is the foundation of the entire analysis for this game. 2 goals minimum is already baked into the correct score prediction, making over 1.5 a natural and confident selection. The only scenario where this fails is a 0-0 or 1-0 result, and the attacking quality on display makes either of those outcomes genuinely difficult to imagine. Corners over 7.5. Both teams like to attack through wide areas and both teams create situations where the ball is forced out for corners. Aston Villa in particular are a side that generates high corner counts due to their direct, forward-running approach. United at home will also push consistently, and the natural result of two attacking teams committing to their respective game plans is a high volume of set pieces. 8 or more corners is a fair and well-supported expectation. Shots on target over 8.5. This is a game with genuine quality in both attacks, and 9 or more shots on target reflects that quality. Both goalkeepers will be tested regularly. United's attacking players are capable of generating high shot volumes, and Villa's forward line has been one of the more productive in the league. This is a fixture where both sides will create enough to justify a high shots on target count across the full 90 minutes. Yellow cards over 2.5. A competitive home fixture with points at stake, two sides with physical and ambitious midfields, and a referee managing a game where the intensity never drops. 3 or more yellow cards is a realistic and sensible expectation. Midfield battles in games like this tend to produce fouls, and when margins are tight, challenges become more desperate and bookings become more likely. Match 3, Nottingham Forest vs Fulham. This is a game that carries real tension beneath the surface. Nottingham Forest are a side that has punched above their weight for much of the season, defending deep, staying compact, and making life difficult for teams that expect to dominate possession. Fulham, however, are a technically gifted side with a clear footballing philosophy. They pass, they move, and they find ways to unlock organized defenses with patience and precision. Correct score 1-2, Fulham win or draw. Fulham's quality in possession and their ability to build through the thirds make them the more likely team to edge this contest. Forest will make it difficult, as they always do, but Fulham's attacking craft should eventually find a way through. The 1-2 scoreline represents Fulham going ahead, Forest equalizing through a set piece or moment of individual quality, and Fulham then finding the winner through sustained pressure. It is a game that reflects the identity of both teams, gritty, competitive, and decided by fine margins. Corners over 5.5. Forest's defensive setup means they concede a lot of corners. Teams that press against a low block naturally find the ball going out for corners regularly, and Fulham's wide play will generate set-piece opportunities consistently. 6 or more corners is entirely supported by how both of these teams set up and how their respective approaches create corner opportunities throughout the game. Shots on target under 9.5. Unlike the more open fixtures on this card, Forest vs Fulham is expected to be a more controlled, tactical encounter. Forest will limit space, and Fulham, while creative, will not recklessly fire shots from distance. The expectation is a game where both teams are selective and disciplined, resulting in a lower overall shots on target count. Under 9.5 reflects the defensive nature of this contest rather than any lack of quality. Yellow cards over 3.5. Forest are a physical, defensively committed side, and they do not shy away from putting their bodies on the line to stop attacks. Fulham, when frustrated by defensive resistance, can become aggressive in their pressing and winning the ball back. The combination of Forest's defensive aggression and Fulham's intensity when chasing the game makes 4 or more yellow cards a well-grounded prediction for this fixture. Match 4, Crystal Palace vs Leeds. If there is one match on this card that promises pure entertainment, this is it. Crystal Palace are an unpredictable, dynamic side capable of brilliant football when the mood is right. Leeds are a team built on energy, pressing, and relentless attacking intent, a side that never allows a game to become quiet or comfortable for the opposition. When these two approaches collide, the natural result is chaos in the best possible sense. Correct score 2-2. This draw prediction is not a cautious cop-out, it is a reflection of the balance between these two sides. Palace have the quality to take the lead and the vulnerability to give it back. Leeds have the energy to fight back from any deficit and the defensive frailties to concede goals even when in front. A 2-2 draw represents a game that swings in both directions, rewards both teams for their attacking ambition, and ultimately ends with neither side able to claim full control of the 90 minutes. Over 2.5 goals. Given a predicted scoreline of 2-2, this is already the minimum expectation. But beyond the correct score, the nature of both teams virtually guarantees a high-scoring game. Palace attack with directness and pace, and Leeds press aggressively, which creates transitions in both directions. This is not a game that will be settled into a cautious midfield battle, it is a game that will produce goals, and over 2.5 is the floor of that expectation, not the ceiling. Both teams to score, yes. With two attacking-minded sides and two defenses that have shown vulnerability throughout the season, both teams scoring is one of the strongest predictions on this entire card. Palace will score because their attacking quality is significant. Leeds will score because their energy and pressing creates chances even against organized defenses. This market almost selects itself when you look at the profile of both teams. Crystal Palace win or draw. Despite the predicted 2-2 draw, the win or draw market for Crystal Palace offers a layer of security. Palace at home carry real weight, their support is vocal, their playing style suits home conditions, and they have the individual quality to find a deciding moment late in a game. Leeds will compete fiercely, but Crystal Palace's home advantage makes the double chance a logical and confident selection. Shots on target over 7.5. This is a game between two teams that attack with purpose and test goalkeepers regularly. Both sides generate high shot volumes due to their aggressive, forward-thinking approaches. 8 or more shots on target across the 90 minutes is not only likely, it is expected given the open nature of this fixture and the attacking ambitions on both sides. Yellow cards over 3.5. Two teams pressing aggressively, a game that swings in momentum, and a competitive edge that will see both sides make hard challenges in pursuit of winning the game. 4 or more yellow cards is the natural outcome. Leeds in particular are known for their intensity, which often crosses the line into recklessness, and Palace will match that physicality throughout. Corners over 10.5. This is the boldest corners prediction on the card, and it is fully justified by the profile of this fixture. Both teams attack wide, both teams create byline situations regularly, and neither team is set up to dominate the ball in a way that prevents corners from accumulating. 11 or more corners in a game between Crystal Palace and Leeds is not just possible, given how both sides are built, it is the natural and well-supported expectation for a match of this kind. There you have it. 4 matches, fully broken down, every market explained, and every prediction backed by reason rather than hope. Football will always carry its surprises, but preparation, analysis, and understanding of the game will always give you the edge. Good luck, and may the predictions land exactly as written.